What's good, guys? Sean was here back again with another video. This is probably one of the biggest aspects of who I am as a person, and I'm not okay with this aspect whatsoever. I never was, and I've always found ways to just make it more palatable or make it more not so out of the world. But truth be told, it's a problem, and that would be my anger. My entire life, I've had anger issues, and as an adult in therapy, now I understand that anxiety was the root of my anger. But growing up as a kid, I didn't know that. I had no idea what caused me to just blow up. And I'm not talking about just normal blow ups. People blow up all the time. People blow up in the office. Sometimes people blow up on the street. Sometimes people blow up with their kids. No, I'm talking about full on destruction of property, punching holes in the wall, speaking the worst profanity you can ever hear out of a human being's mouth, and just straight up Jekyll and Hyde behavior. And that's one of the many reasons why I feel like I'm autistic, because I legitimately see it in my son. See it in him. I literally see the exact thing one to one, to the point where I was half giggling because I'm laughing, and then I'm half horrified because it's like, oh shit. But yes, it's time to address that shit today. So anyone that knows me and knows me like well enough, or know me in school, they know about this. They know about the Super Saiyan transformations, or just me straight up blowing up in anger. And a lot of the times, most of the times, it was because of my anxiety of the given situation. And that given situation could be something very simple. Oh, somebody took my crayons, to the point of, oh, somebody just straight up did some foul shit to me, or they made me feel like as though I don't have their respect or their consideration, and I blow up. And I've been looking into autistic rage, and I feel like that is it. But just because of the intricacies and just the exact different elements of the blow up, it's crazy. And I know people who have this problem, they know what I'm talking about. The best way for me to describe it is Jekyll and Hyde on super steroids. I'm talking to you right now, and I have a certain sense of who I am, and I'm talking to you. I exist in this moment, and I'm not angry, I'm not mad, so I can speak coherently as possible, and you hear and you understand the words coming out of my mouth, right? Yes. When I am angry, all of that goes out the window, and the best way for me to describe it is that I lose any sense of logic, and I go off. Everything on my heart come out. I don't have any filter at all, period. I can't speak properly. I can't speak coherently. Sometimes the thoughts don't even make sense. And it's an out of body moment. It really is. It's an out of body moment. Yo, a lot of the times I can't remember half of what I said or half of what I did. The only thing I have lingering is the physical pain, because I feel exhausted. I literally feel like I ran 5 marathons in a row. I really feel exhausted to the point where I can't function for days. Growing up as a kid, I just never knew. I always just thought that this is who I am. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go Super Saiyan. My eyes are gonna go white, and I'm a different person, and everything changes. I'm super serious. Can't joke around. I don't hold back on nothing. I don't have any type of restraint, period. And it's horrible. It's horrifying. That aspect of myself, I do not appreciate it. I've had such struggles with this growing up as a kid. All the different diagnoses and all of the different ways people just push me into a corner because of my anger issues, especially growing up as a young black boy. They like to just label us as having anger issues, and young angry black boys become angry black men, and then they don't necessarily give a shit after that, because it's like, you're black men and you're just angry, so go over there and be angry. Nah, you feel me? This channel is all about self-growth, and I'm pushing that agenda that not just because somebody's angry doesn't mean they got anger issues. It's always deeper than that. The anger is usually masking something else, and that needs to be understood. My anger is masking my anxiety. A lot of the times I felt like I wasn't being understood in the moment, and that the calm words coming out of my mouth were not enough, so I had to just blow up and show you that same exact attitude in a monster form instead, and maybe that would come across to the people. A lot of times I would get bullied as a kid, and that side of me came out, and all of a sudden now, instead of me looking like a bully kid, now I look like a monster. I look like a big hulking monster that's ready to eat people. It's the best way for me to put it. There's plenty of times where I was the victim in a situation, then the monster came out, and all of a sudden now I became the perpetrator because of the fact that what I'm saying and what I'm doing is extraordinarily destructive. And I can't even go into details about how powerful these explosions are. And that's why I know something is not quite right with me, you feel me? And I'm not trying to say autism is not right, but I'm just saying that that's something that I feel like 100% makes me an autistic individual. That has to be autistic rage. Just because of the sheer amount of vitriol that comes out of my mouth. It doesn't matter who you are. I'm going to say things that I don't mean, don't remember saying to you, and there's no filter whatsoever. It sounds horrifying. I'm telling you this. And I'm putting this out there because I learned in life that you gotta be a little bit vulnerable to be able to help other people sometimes. It really is like that. And I know what's other people going through this out there, you feel me? And I just want you to know and understand that you're not alone. You can get better, you feel me? And it's just, don't feel like you're somebody that doesn't deserve to live because of the fact of what you're doing and how you sometimes express yourself in situations where you just don't have enough of that control over yourself just because of how you're feeling. I can't explain to you exactly what is causing this in us, but it's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. I'm capable of saying anything in the English language that will cause pain and harm to the person that I felt like either misunderstood me or is not taking me seriously or they insulted me in some way. You feel me? Like it's anything like that. You feel me? Oh my God. Growing up as a kid in school, I had so much explosions. I can't even count them. Like, phew. I'm gonna just bear it all out, man. Like I threw chairs at people. I punched holes in many different walls. I punched my hand through glass, bro. I had to get 21 stitches in my arm. I've said things that I can't take back to the people I love the most. And it's just, the amount of destruction I caused is immeasurable. It's really immeasurable. I sometimes sit and I wonder to myself, how did my mother go through parenting me for all them years and dealing with all of that? It must have been quite a toll, bro. And I'm a man in this world. I'm not a boy no more, I'm a man. And while I can't say those explosions happen all the time in my adulthood, it's, bro, as a boy and as a man, you're taught not to be expressing so much emotion like that. And my expression of emotion goes far beyond what I feel like men in general should be showing. But it's like, bro, I'm not taught not to express emotions like that and not to do all that, and I do all that and more. And it sometimes just makes me feel weird about myself too. But just going through therapy and learning more about myself as an individual, as an adult, it made me realize that anxiety was the heart of all of that. Because anxiety is also the heart of most of my negative emotions and negative feelings. Yep. Anxiety is a very bad thing, man. It's not good. I never once heard of anxiety being used as a positive. No. Besides maybe keeping you out of harm and danger, anxiety has wreaked so much havoc on my life. It's not even funny for me. But I really feel like I go through autistic rage because I do so much shit physically and emotionally, and then afterwards I can only say I feel so much remorse. My body is in shambles. I can't do nothing. It physically hurts to move. And then I know that I've said something. I can't remember the context of what I said, but I could definitely know that I did something really bad. So I'm feeling remorseful as hell afterward. And I can only thank God for the people in my life that's put up with me to this point. You feel me? I can only thank God for them, man. Because, I don't know, man. Sometimes I'll be wondering what is wrong with me. What's going on here? Seriously, man. This is not introversion. Getting angry like that, that's not an introverted reaction. I am no way, shape, or form glorifying this. No. If you feel like you're with somebody like this and they get like this and they're not trying to get the help that they need and you can't take it no more, you go, you dip, you leave. You feel me? You don't got to deal with somebody that's doing this and acting like that. At the same time, I cannot explain exactly what pushes us to that point. I think it's, like I'm always saying, it's a certain misunderstanding of the human race and how you're supposed to think and control yourself in certain moments. And also loss of control due to just feeling like you don't have control in the moment. You lose control of yourself because you feel like you don't have control of the moment you're in, and then anxiety causes you to just have an extreme emotional reaction. That's the best way I could put it. I'm trying to explain this as best as I can so that the people who need to get help can get the help. I say go to therapy and learn more about yourself. Past, present, future. You learn more about yourself as much as you can. Anxiety-induced anger it's not fun to have on your conscience. It's not fun to have as a characteristic. I know a lot of people have judged me and probably think of me a little bit less because of my explosions and shit like that. But I can't even say it is what it is. I'm in therapy, and I made this channel to showcase just my growth, development, and just my introspective on just who the hell I am as a person. You feel me? So if you made it this far to the video, I appreciate you, man. Like, thank you for watching and listening to me ramble. And I just hope at some points that I hopefully explain this. I don't know if I painted enough of a picture in regards to just what this is and how it affects you. Seriously, it is not fun at all for anyone involved. Seriously. And that autistic rage is horrifying. It's horrifying. Seriously. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you, man. I really do.